Good morning! It is time for the morning aMEOWncements. It is the kitsch-minded morning show where we go through the day's top headlines so you're not out of the loop on anything. I'd like to introduce you to my puppy dog, Hoodoo. Here's the thing. Since I have been unemployed, have done pretty much nothing but go thrifting. I love hitting up the thrift store. And I also love messing with this cute little dog, which is why I was so ecstatic to find this cowboy hat at the Savers. Now, it is actually a cowboy hat for children, but I have a sneaking suspicion it's gonna fit this little cowpoke. Move along, little doggy. Oh my gosh, have you ever seen anything so cute in your entire life? Ugh, okay, he is not having a good time. Welcome! Okay, he is out of here. Welcome to the morning aMEOWncements. I am so excited you're here. It has been so weird not seeing you in the morning. Make sure to pop over to the live chat and say hello. I want to know who's here, who I'm talking to. I feel like before we get into anything, though, none of this would be possible. The great streaming camera I've got now, the great microphone, all of the lights, none of this would have been possible without the support of our Patreon patrons. If you don't know what Patreon is, it is a service that helps support artists. So you donate a small monthly fee, it's like a subscription, and it goes right to the artists, people like me, who need, a little help, a little startup capital. So these people went above and beyond and made sure that we could bankroll this whole situation. So I want to thank Tilo Selson, hi Tilo, Taylor Heath, Tanaya Moran, hi Tanaya and I used to actually work together over at the movie theater. So hi Tanaya, thanks for being a patron of Nightcat. We've got Sydney Brungert and Stacy Hunsaker. Trust me, there are so many patrons. I promise I will read all of your names. If you become a patron, you get your name read on Nightcap with Nightcat or the morning aMEOWncements. Check it all out. Patreon.com/NightCatShow, or just go on down to the description of this video and look for the link tree. The link tree will take you not only to the Patreon, but also to the all-new Nightcat Radio podcast. So make sure that you are taking a look at that link tree because there's all sorts of really cool stuff coming up all of the time. So thank you, patrons. We're so excited. All right. I feel like we haven't talked forever, and there is so much going on. But before we get into any of that, I would like to introduce you to the most incredible cat in the entire world. Here, I'll play the video for you.
The latest hire with the Fulton County Emergency Services Disaster Agency is proving he plays an important role.
This staff member really helps reach our community.
Trash Panda. That's right. His name is Trash Panda, and he's actually a kitten. And he got the job by accident. They fostered a litter of kittens. Trash Panda was the only one who didn't get adopted right away. But that's when his newfound fame took off.
Our Salvation Army was needing some help raising funds for the Christmas campaign.
They set a goal to raise $250 with Trash Panda as the face of the campaign. Well, they raised more than $1,000, and pretty soon, people were bringing in special donations in the name of TP.
Trash Panda is kind of like the mascot / face of the Fulton County Emergency Services, who... he's so cute. Look at him. Now, here's the thing about Trash Panda, though. He is obsessed with Fruity Pebbles. He can't get enough. Everyone says that he's like ravenous. They have to push him away to get him away from their cereal. Well, Post Cereal found out about this and thought that it was so cute, they made him his own special boxes. Look how flippin' cute. So they took his actual picture and they gave him a little spoon. I think, honestly, it's the spoon that kills me. The little spoon in his hand is just, I'm dead. I'm dying. And they got a really great picture of him licking his chops. So he did get that. Now, obviously, you should not be feeding your cats Fruity Pebbles or any other sugary thing. But here's the secret, guys. We're not supposed to be eating sugary cereals or Fruity Pebbles like that either. It's not good for us or our cat. So if the cat occasionally wants a little Fruity Pebble, you know what? Just look the other way. Don't worry about it. He's living his best life. He's just the absolute cutest. And I was watching all of that interview. That guy who takes care of him says that he is just a handful. But I can't get enough that posted that for that precious, precious little cat. He's so freaking cute. Okay. This is a story. If you have not already checked out the Nightcat Radio podcast, you can find that on your favorite podcast directory or in the link tree in the description of this video. But I always post the audio, I'm starting to anyway, post the audio from the Nightcap with Nightcat episodes as podcasts. And as I did that yesterday, a story was just breaking that we didn't talk about on Nightcap with Nightcat, but it was dire, so I threw it into the podcast. If you missed it, Lady Gaga had a pretty rough week. Last Wednesday, her dog walker was taking her dogs out and was attacked by two men who got out of a sedan. The dog walker ended up getting shot, and the two guys ran off with two of Lady Gaga's French bulldogs. Now, there was all this speculation about what happened, and the reality is that we still don't really know. The dog walker was taken to the emergency room in critical condition. He is expected to make a full recovery. He was shot in the chest, I think I was reading 4 times, and he is going to survive. So he, through the will of making sure that those dogs are okay, which, by the way, all of his friends who have been interviewed have said he lives and dies by Gaga's dogs. He loves those dogs. He takes care of them like they're his own children. He is surviving because he had the sheer will to make sure that those dogs were okay. So, what a great guy, and I'm glad that he's going to be doing okay. Lady Gaga is going to help him out, obviously, a ton. His family's already reached out and said that she's been so great about it. Now, as far as the dogs go, this is the crazy thing. By the way, if you don't, that's what the dogs look like. They're so stinking cute. So she's got 3 of these French bulldogs. 2 of the 3 of them were taken by the guys in the car. Friday, however, after Gaga had made a plea and offered a $500,000 reward, a woman walked into the police station on Friday with the dogs in hand. The police looked into it, and they're not going to reveal the name of the woman or her identity at all. But what they're thinking is that the dog nappers probably didn't realize that they were Lady Gaga's dogs. They were just going after them because they were French bulldogs and really expensive. Have you seen how much a French bulldog costs? Oh my gosh, I could get like 19 shelter dogs for that price. And like I could have so many more dogs. The ratio of Frenchie to mutt is just insane. I could get so many more dogs for the same price. But they think that because they were French bulldogs, the thieves were intentionally targeting them in an attempt to resell them, which is not cool, guys. You don't kidnap people's dogs and sell them to other people. That's disgusting. So they think what ended up happening is the thieves realized, oh no, we really messed up. We got famous dogs. We just went to kidnap regular dogs, not famous dogs. So they just sort of let them out. This lady came across them, genuinely had no idea what was going on, and took them to the police station. But there was also speculation over the weekend that the attacks might have been motivated by political hate. If you don't remember, Lady Gaga actually did her inauguration performance for President Joe Biden, and that they were concerned about is that she was being specifically targeted as political retaliation. But it really doesn't sound like that's the case. But they don't know enough, or at least they're not telling us enough to actually be able to make a call like that. So I'll keep you posted on the story because it's just the craziest thing I've ever heard in my entire life, and we'll keep talking about it. That's the latest on the Lady Gaga news. Now over to the Golden Globes. Now here's the thing about the Golden Globes. I don't watch them. I don't think they're interesting. They're not for me. And I don't know if that makes me a monster or not. But I wouldn't normally be watching the Golden Globes, just because I think they're a little boring. The Golden Globes were last night. I'll tell you the one reason I really regret not having watched the Golden Globes. And it's this gif of Sandra Oh. Now, I guess Sandra Oh was out giving a talk, or she was presenting an award, or Oh my gosh, Jackson Carter, pay attention. She was introducing one of the movies that was nominated for Best Picture, comedy or musical, which was Palm Springs. If you haven't seen Palm Springs yet, though, you are missing out. It is one of the funniest. It's a very fresh take on Andy Samberg in the Groundhog's Day scenario where you relive the same day over and over again. It is very funny, and it's available on Hulu. It was a Sundance film. Anyway, that's not the point of this. Sandra Oh was presenting, she was introducing the film, talking about it, and out of nowhere, something happens, and I'm going to have you pay attention to this corner right here. She just looks back. She's like, oh. I just love her face when she turns around. She's like, oh. Anyway, here's Palm Springs. So somebody, obviously she's remote. They were all remote for a long time, or they were all remote last night for the Golden Globes. And the problem with that is you sometimes don't have any control over the environment. So Sandra Oh was presenting from a very cold, very snowy place, when all of a sudden you see this giant, I want to say that's a Leopleurodon? Yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. The Leopleurodon, it's just a giant dinosaur toy being pulled on a sled behind her, which I don't know. It's very possible that this was planned and it was part of a bit, but I want you to just hold on. Let's take a look at this face. She looks genuinely concerned. Like, she doesn't know what's going on, then she looks back, she's like, whatever, man. I just think that it is so good. All right, that is the headlines that you're going to want to talk about today. Those are the headlines that you're going to need to know. I would like to just mention quickly that if you're stepping out of the house today, which I would not recommend, if you can stay homebound all the time, whoo, it's good. I love it. Make sure that you are going to take a coat. It is going to be sunny out, but only 45 degrees as the high, so it will be very, very chilly. Make sure you dress so you don't freeze your little buns off, all right? Let's see, what else we got today? Oh, okay. This is nuts. By the way, if you have any questions or you want to talk about anything when I'm done with the show portion of it, just hop into the YouTube group chat. I'll get over there as soon as I can, and we'll talk about all sorts of stuff. If you've got questions, concerns, comments, curses... No curses. This is supposed to be a family show, so watch your language. But other than that, I'll answer pretty much anything. So keep an eye in there. Also, if you want to send me stuff any old time, here's the really, really fun thing. I now have a Nightcat phone number! This is a Google number. The number is 607-557-CAT1. That's 607-557-2281. Now, this is going to be used for a couple of things, but namely, it is where you can text me ideas, links, anything else that you want. If you think that there's something that would be great for Nightcat, if you just having a hard time sleeping and you want to text with someone, text me, 607-557-CAT1. You can also leave me voicemails. Now, the voicemails I'm going to be able to use in this show, in my Nightcat Radio podcast, on the regular Nightcap with Nightcat show, which happens every Wednesday. And I want to know everything. If you're having a hard time sleeping, what's keeping you up at night? Call and leave me a voicemail. My dream is that people start coming to me for advice / let me be a judge in your relationship drama. If you're having a problem, if you and your partner are having an argument that neither one of you can settle, I will be the determining factor. Leave me a voicemail. Tell me everything. Anything that you say on the voicemail, though, I do just want to warn, might be used in an upcoming episode of Nightcap Radio or Nightcat Radio or Nightcap with Nightcat. Oh, okay. Now, I found the coolest book at the thrift store. This book is called Why You Shouldn't Eat Your Boogers and Other Useless or Gross Information About Your Body. And I thought, well, it's only $2, so I'm going to take it home and see what's going on in here. And I just had to share this with you because it is really nasty. Did you know that if you have a wound that will not heal, they use maggots to clean it? Oh yeah, buddy. They'll pour live maggots on you in a hospital in America. if they need to do it. Now, apparently, this is actually a really good thing. Placing maggots on a wound may sound rather unhygienic, but it has been found to be an extremely successful way of cleaning infected wounds for patients who have not responded to conventional treatments. So I guess these are for wounds that are really bad, and the wounds just won't close because there's so much dead skin and gross stuff in there from the healing process that the new cells can't actually grow very well. So they dump these maggots, which, if you don't know, fly larvae. It's literally the grosser version of flies. You think that nothing can get any grosser than flies, and then you realize, oh wait, they have babies that look like worms and eat flesh. Yeah, that's maggots for you. How, you may be wondering, could maggots possibly help? Well, they are introduced to the wound. The sterile maggots feed on dead flesh but leave behind healthy flesh, and this way they can clean wounds in a fraction of the time taken by other treatments. All right. Now, that's where I had the hardest time with this. I'm like, you're going to dump gross bugs. I know flies had these babies on poop. I know they did. And you're going to put those babies in my body? You're going to put them in my wound? Explain to me how that is actually going to help. This is how they sanitize. This is actually the most fascinating thing to me personally. They actually sanitize the maggot eggs. So, to produce the necessary sterile maggots, flies are kept in a sealed room and fed meat, onto which they lay their eggs. These eggs are then separated and sterilized, develop into maggots, which are ready and willing to munch on dead flesh. Isn't that disgusting? Ooh! I'm wondering if you out there have had any experimental or strange treatments done. I can't say that I have, except for when I got my hair restoration done at Utah Facial Plastics. It sounds a little science fiction-y, but basically what they do is they take your blood, they like stick a needle in you, and they take your blood, and then in the centrifuge, they spin it around until your blood separates from the plasma, your blood platelets. And then they take just the plasma, which has a bunch of like human growth hormones. They inject it with pig growth hormones called aCell. And then they mix up your growth hormones with the pig growth hormones. And they inject it all over your scalp to help regrow your hair, because I guess plasma has a lot of restorative effects. And I just felt like that was crazy and science fiction-y. And if you've ever had anything like that, make sure you either drop it in the chat right now, or you drop us a text or leave us a voicemail at 607-557-CAT1. That is the number, 607-557-CAT1. All right, let's take a look over at the chat. Let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Millie. Good morning. Katie. Good morning, Katie. It's good to see you. Mindy, good morning. I have missed talking to you in the morning, so I'm glad that you're here to have a conversation. Alice Williams, also good morning. All right, folks. Well, I don't have anything else for you. I don't see any questions in the chat, so I'm going to let you get your day started. Before you go, though, I just want to remind you that I am on Patreon. Patreon is a service. You can either subscribe to the $10... Oh, where did it go? I don't know where my pictures went. They're gone now. You can either join Patreon at the $3 a month level or the $5 a month level. You get a shout out, you get a card and a sticker in the mail. It is really great. And I love when my people on Patreon help me with ideas and help me plan the show. Check that out. We got patreon.com/Nightcat Show, or check out the description of this video. There's the link tree right there that has everything. Corinne and kids are watching. Good morning, Corinne. Good morning, Marissa. L. Leon, morning, missed the notification, dropping off kids at school. Hey, don't worry. Here's the best part. I'm going to take the audio from these videos, and I'm going to post them as a podcast. So if you have not already gotten onto your favorite podcast directory and looked for the Nightcat Radio podcast, all of the morning aMEOWncements are going to be there. Every episode of Nightcap with Nightcat is going to be there. And eventually, when we kick off Curiosity Killed Nightcat, the True Crime Companion podcast, it will also be found on Nightcat Radio. So look for that down in the description in the link tree. Sadie, good morning. Nate and I. Hi, Sadie and Nate. Good morning. Good morning. Lobato Mom. Good morning, dear. Okay. I hate to say goodbye already. It's so crazy. I feel like we just started this stream. But just so you know, I am Wait, where did it go? I am planning, kind of. Check this out. I've been cross-stitching a lot lately as well. I got a Golden Girls cross-stitch set, and I'm currently stitching out the Eat Dirt and Die Trash quote from Blanche. So maybe we'll live stream and I'll cross stitch down the road. I just think that would be really fun. If people watch people play video games and stream, why not watch me cross stitch and stream? It's equally as thrilling. You mean to tell me that that's not as exciting as Red Dead Redemption? I don't believe you. I don't believe you for 1 second. So maybe we'll live stream some cross stitching. I do want to start live streaming video games. I am an old person and that is going to be hard. By the way, March 1st. It is March 1st. That is the first day of the month in which I'm going to turn 30. I'm turning 30 in 15 days. Isn't that banana? I guess 16 days. This day's not over yet. So that's going to be very strange. But I am going to learn the streaming technology. I'm going to stream some video games. There's one video game that I really love. It's called Jurassic World Evolution. It's the best. It is so fun. You actually build a Jurassic Park and you build your dinosaurs and stuff. So I'd love to be able to stream that and show you all about it. I have a lot of plans. I have a lot of ideas. It's been really fun putting it all together. Again, the Nightcat show, that's the one I want to hit the hardest today because I would love to hear your feedback. What do you want to hear on morning announcements? What's the important news in your life? If you have an argument that you'd like me to settle, anything like that, 607-557-CAT1. That's 607-557-2281. Millie, I have actually considered getting a Twitch. I'm going to probably do Twitch and YouTube gaming because YouTube gaming is a thing and I'm still learning YouTube. But Twitch looks really cool, so I'm very interested in it. Oh, Jackson Carter, I can't believe you would forget to tell the nice people about this. For a long time, people have been asking, even before... let's see if I can do this. People were asking even before we really started going hard with Nightcat about merch. Now, oh gosh, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to find it. Oh no, it's buried somewhere. Oh well. Okay. So that was for nothing. But I do have a merch store. If you would like to check out the merch store, I'll just type it right here. Oh my gosh, Jackson, what is going on here, buddy? Phone number, there we go. If you would like to check out the merch store, I can't figure it out right there. It is in the link of the description in this video, the link tree. We've got hats, hoodies, socks, underwear, water bottles, mugs. Look how cute my mug is! Oh, kitsch minded. This is official Nightcat merch. There's also a Nightcat on the back of it. This is official Nightcat merch. It's in the nightcatmerch.com is how you find it, or in the description of this video you'll find the link tree. It's all over there. It has been so much fun designing merch. I had a whole week to launch a store, so if there are bumps, holler at me. I'll make sure they're taken care of, but I've never launched a store before. I've never designed merch before. It was all a lot to do in a week. So thank you for your patience. Oh my gosh, Mindy, you can sync this to your car? You're listening to me in the car? That's crazy. I can't believe we can... That technology is insane. It's incredible. All right. Well, I think that is my time, even though we've got more people than ever. I wish I had planned a little bit more for this. I know next time now, though. This was our first ever morning announcements. So I know next time to look for a little bit more. Check out the link tree. Leave me a voicemail or a text any old time. And I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning at 7 for more morning announcements. And of course, a brand new episode of Nightcap with Nightcat comes Wednesday night at 7 p.m. 7 and 7 on Wednesdays. You're doubling up, you lucky little monsters. All right, have a good day at work. Have a good day at school. Have a good day at home. Whatever it is that you do. Maybe you're a cat. If you're my dog right now, you're pouting that you had to wear a cowboy hat at the start of the video. And you're laying on the kitchen floor looking at me as if I've horribly wronged you. Whatever your day has in store for you, go out and crush it and have the most fun and be the best you can possibly be. Bye.